no matter the location. From O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, ooh, man, why did the Raiders win today's game? Go down in the comments section and let me know. Big time win on the road in Pittsburgh, 26-17. I'm going to be answering your questions like I do on every single post-game reaction show. And I don't know about y'all, I already lost my voice again celebrating a 26-17 win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Derek Carr, 28-37, 282 yards, 2 touchdowns. The Raiders were unable to run the ball in the first 3 quarters, but actually did a halfway decent job at the end of the game. Play of the game goes to Henry Ruggs. 5 catches, 113 yards, and a touchdown. No bigger than on that 3rd and 10, 61-yard touchdown catch. DC to Henry Ruggs. DC on one leg. Major credit to that man right there. So if you guys are always looking for non-stop Raiders videos the entire season, go ahead and subscribe to the Raiders Report. I want to get to 85,000 subs by my Tuesday live show. If y'all can make that happen, I promise you it's going to be absolutely worth it. News, rumors, free videos the entire season. And I want you guys to go ahead and join my watch parties. My week 1 watch party, over 100,000 views. This watch party, I'm going to guess it's probably going to be around 110, 120,000 views. So go ahead, subscribe, nonstop Raiders content. Make sure you're using hashtag Raiders, or you can go ahead and super chat to get your questions here on the show. Raider Nation, what's going on? We got B-Rabe coming in here for our post-game reaction. That bomb to Ruggs, play of the year so far. I mean, it was a big play. I still don't know if I can give it token player of the year. I still think Zay Jones' catch to win the game was a bigger play considering it was overtime Monday Night Football. But that Ruggs one, man, it's definitely right up there as well. Let me know in the comments, what was a bigger play? Henry Ruggs' touchdown, 61 yards, or Zay Jones' in week 1? I'd be really curious to see what you guys have to say. But the Las Vegas Raiders, they did end up winning this one 26-17 on the road up against Pittsburgh. Let's go to Kevin here, $5 super chat. Kick-ass win. Really proud of our team. Credit to Carr and Gruden, who get a lot of hate. You're 100% right. I mean, if anybody wants to question how tough DC is, go ahead and watch this game. He literally played on 1 foot, threw for 382, and when they had to make some gutsy calls, they were able to do so. So I'm going to tip my cap to Gruden. Sure, they didn't play well in the first half, but they played really well in the second half, and that's what I want to see going forward. Let's go to G Villa. Shout out for the $5 super chat, G Villa. Much love to you. Everyone out there right now, let's get some just win babies. Let's get some just one babies down in the comments. Al Davis looking down right now. He's hella happy. Let's go to Aria Ferber. Just stopping by Go Raiders. Good W. Let's keep it up next week. I mean, we have a chance to go 3-0. And speaking of the Miami Dolphins, I don't know if they're going to have Tua Tagovailoa. He was carted off in this game. It looked like it was just a rib injury, but Raiders right now sitting kind of pretty. They can go 3-0. However, as soon as you start thinking positive about this team, they've let you down in the past. Let's not do that going forward. Let's go to my girl, Misty Williamson here. Most talking heads predicted 0-2, but our team has stepped up, and the defense is finally legitimate. Go Raiders, just one, baby. I mean, right now you have to say that over, I'll say the last 8 quarters plus overtime. Actually, no, 8 quarters including overtime. The Raiders' defense has looked phenomenal. I mean, you're talking about 30 points up against the Ravens and the Steelers. 30 points and basically 8 quarters of action, including overtime. Whatever Gus Bradley's doing, whatever's in the Kool-Aid, I don't know what it is, but I'm drinking it. Now, if you guys want an awesome deal and be able to bet on the Raiders next week as well, go ahead, go to chatsports.com/Raiders to take advantage of this deal I got going on. This deal is not going to last forever. In fact, it's going to end Tuesday by the start of my live show. So if you're wondering what the heck am I talking about, if you go to chatsports.com/Raiders and use this promo code Raiders125, not only are you going to get 125% deposit bonus, I'm also going to hook you up with a free Raiders jersey. Now, we got a few on stock, a few on tap as well, so you'll be able to figure out which ones we got. If you have any questions whatsoever about how to get that free Raiders jersey, email me, jersey@chatsports.com. I'm going to say it again, jersey@chatsports.com. Let's go to Luke Atkinson. What up, my man? Defense stepped up. And Carr magic. Dude, you're 100% right. I mean, the Carr magic was alive. He did not play well. And honestly, the offensive line, not even on Carr, the offensive line was bad. I mean, there's no other way to look around it. I mean, this offensive line played so much better once Alex Leatherwood left the game, and I hate saying that, but back-to-back weeks, Leatherwood has looked like an absolute liability. Sure, he was getting matched up against TJ Watt today, but even when Watt left, bad penalties on his part, giving up sacks. Carr had a fumble because of him. Andre James had a bad play early on, started to play a little bit better as it went on, later in the game. But DC, So good. So good in this one. Let's go to LC Raider. Mitch, I benched Ruggs and Carlson this week. LC Raider, I am sorry to hear that. You shouldn't bench Carlson. He's been an unbelievable kicker. There's just no doubt about that. DC, though, maybe you won't bench him again. Carlson in this one, 4 of 4, 46 long. He had, I believe, 3 40-yard field goals and a 30-yard field goal, 2 extra points as well. But yeah, Carlson has been just about automatic, and hopefully I don't jinx my man. Let's go to Christian. Raiders, what's our record looking like end of the season? I projected a 1-1 start. I had this team losing 24-23 to the Steelers. I'm not afraid to say that. It's also out there on the internet, right? So with that being said, they pick up an extra win. I'm confident saying 11-6 now. So let's go with 11-6 after a 2-0 start here for the Raiders. Speaking of 2, let's go to the Raiders' Week 2 MVP. Who was it? I want to be able to sit here and say Solomon Thomas had a great game, had 2 sacks in this one. I thought the defense, Gus Bradley played phenomenal. Henry Ruggs, 5 catches, 113 yards and a touchdown. But it was Derek Carr. It has to be DC. He was able to will this team in the second half and was just phenomenal in the second half. I believe he had over 275 yards, 2 touchdowns, all in the second half. And again, you're talking about somebody right now averaging close to 410 passing yards per game. Last time I checked, that's pretty damn good. My vote's for Derek Carr. We got a big-time super coming in from Rosie and Brian Steepleton. Jeff Saturday said that the Raiders aren't good after the Ravens win. Injuries everywhere and beat 2 of the top 5 teams in the AFC. Love what you do, Mitch. Raiders, save your voice. Yeah, man, I am 100% with you. You're going to see a lot of people start taking this team seriously. So, think about it. I remember they were doing the NFL kickoff show, whatever the hell it was. I think only one person picked the Raiders to win. Raiders won. And then this past week, nobody picked the Raiders to win. What happened? Raiders won. This has always been a team when their back's up against the wall, they respond. But now the fact that they're 2-0, they're going to be a favorite against the Dolphins. Now they need to win that type of game. Let's go to Ignacio Fregoso. They doubt us always, Raiders, with the W. 2 big-time wins against 2 very good playoff caliber teams. Let's go to Mason Toria. Raider Nation walked on that aluminum curtain. Cheers, mates. Dude, I got a lot of friends back home in Pennsylvania. I got a lot of friends that have already messaged me like, all right, y'all won that one. But it's because on social media I put out like, hey, I know a lot of people in Pennsylvania still looking for toilet paper. If anybody sees this yellow towel laying around, pick that up and use that. And a lot of my friends hate on me for that. So you know what, guys? We're 2-0, so deal with it. Let's go to David Zahn. Wipe your butt with that yellow towel perfectly. David, I know you follow me, so hell yeah, man. If anybody sees a terrible towel laying around, make sure you guys go ahead and use that. Wipe your you-know-what. Let's go to YD223. Been sweating that the entire game that the connection from Carr to Ruggs was incredible. Just one, baby. As long as Ruggs can give you that type of big-time playability and that threat, teams have to respect it. And as soon as for 1 second that you don't respect it, because what happened on that play is the Steelers brought a cornerback blitz. So they said, okay, one-on-one coverage with Ruggs, and Ruggs beat his guy. Minkah Fitzpatrick wasn't fast enough over the top to be able to catch back up with him. Perfect throw by Carr, beautiful catch and stride by Ruggs, and the rest is history. If you're doing one-on-one coverage with Ruggs and he beats you, you're in trouble because he's going to take it to the house. Shout out to Ruggs, shout out to DC. Let's go to Kenny. Only one nation, Raider Nation, let's go. I thought it was funny the amount of people, the amount of posts that I saw. Steelers Nation this. I was like, get the hell out of here. Win or lose, I don't care. There's only one nation. Speaking of only one nation, I absolutely love the shirts I got going on right now with Black Sunday. If you guys want to rep silver and black, if you want to rep some of the coolest shirts out there on the market, go to blacksundayshop.com. It's the shirt that I'm wearing right now. If you guys collect Raiders gear, man, these guys got pins, patches, t-shirts, hats. Actually, some of their hats are like the coolest hats. I'm not the biggest hat wearer. I don't wear them on shows. But if you love hats, all I ask you to do is this. Take 10 seconds out of your day, go to that link down there, and if you don't like any of the hats, that's probably on you. You're probably a Chiefs fan, right? So go to blacksundayshop.com. Go ahead, get yourself a brand new Raider shirt. And if you use code Mitch at checkout, now it's not going to save you any money, but it is going to get you a free Raiders patch. So if you collect Raiders patches and you want to get your hands on this Black Sunday patch, go ahead, use code Mitch at checkout. But for the most part, their Raider shirts are pretty cheap. They're under $30. Some of them even like $24.99. Let's go to Pete Sanchez here. Daniel Carlson deserves a shout-out, too. Great job. 100%, man. Anytime you go 4 for 4, 2 extra points, he kind of helped us keep this one in the game, right? Sure, they were all makeable field goals, but you still have to be able to make them at the end of the day. So, Pete, give a major shout-out to Carlson. Let's go to Roger Reese. Hey, Mitch. week after week, all these timing experts give us no respect. Think that start changing now? Maybe. And honestly, I hope they keep doubting us. And I think everyone watching right now, I would kind of hope for the exact same thing. Shout out to 7-6 for the $5 super chat. It's the last one I see on today's show. But honestly, I hope people keep doubting us, because as long as this team keeps getting doubted, they keep being underdogs. And as far as I'm concerned, that sounds good to me. Let's get a just win, baby, from Brown 310. Much love to you, man. Much love to this team. 2-0 sounds pretty good to me. Let's go to Alex M. Defense is looking much better. I love it. Don't want to get my hopes up, but the past 2 games, 2016 Carr flashbacks. I mean, this has been the best start to Carr's career that he's ever had. Again, guys, I'm not a mathematician, but he's averaging over 400 passing yards per game, 4 touchdowns. He's got 1 pick on the season. His toughness and leadership that he showed today kind of gives me a big reason why I see a lot of people out there. There's no reason why you can hate on Carr at this point. Now, if I didn't get to your guys' question, I know we got a lot of stuff coming in right now. Please don't be afraid to hit me up on Instagram. I'm at Mitchell Renz 365. Probably tonight on my walk home, I might be doing an IG live. I don't know. I'm going to be celebrating somehow. But bottom line, if you guys want more Raiders content, if you want to see me post stuff, I'm always posting Raiders news, Raiders updates, injury stuff on my Instagram story. I also do Instagram posts where, I'm hanging out with my friends like Graphic, my dad, whoever it is. So hit me up on IG, Mitchell Renz 365. 7-6. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate the super. Let's go to Jonathan O. Can we drop Arnett and pick up Sherman, please? Damon definitely struggled in this game. He gave up the biggest play of the game. But the bigger concern to me was not only did he give up the big play, when the receiver fell down, who I believe was Chase Claypool, Arnett just kept running. Like, he didn't touch the guy down. Luckily, the defender, I forget who it was, might have been Abram or the safety, Merrick, came over, and then they touched him down. Because if nobody would have been around, Claypool would have just got up and just ran into the ends. And now they end up scoring a touchdown anyway. But plays like that scare me with Arnett because he just doesn't think very often. And it's as simple as that. But the Raiders won. I'm not going to harp on the bad play of a player. I also want to give a shout out to Levitt, who did have a missed tackle on Najee Harris, but a very, very clutch 3rd and 10 stop. Put his head on the ball and unfortunately hurt his head. We'll keep you updated to see what happens with him. But the Raiders, 26-17 victory, man. Big time win. We got a few more supers, and then I'm going to get out of here. But as long as supers keep coming in, I'm going to stay live. Let's go to Joey. My daughters and me are Raider fans. Baby mama is a Steelers fan. FAB, let's go Raider Nation. Man, you're going to have some serious baby mama drama then. That's all I got to know. Raiders win. FAB, F the Steelers. Let's go to Josh Smith. Dolphins look like trash. Tua carted off. Tua was carted off, but again, it's a rib injury, and I don't want to hear this team look like crap. The Raiders lost 43-6 to the Falcons, and they lost 34-3 a few years ago to the New York Jets. So don't think for a second that next week is a guaranteed win, because if you do, I think you're going to be very, very disappointed. Let's go to Derek. What up, Derek? Appreciate you, man. Call me crazy. Derek, I think I'm crazy. But I have more confidence in Parker than I do Leatherwood, and I actually don't think that's a crazy statement. As soon as Brandon Parker came into the game, the Raiders' offensive line was much better. And that sucks to say, but you have to look at it. I mean, the first game, Leatherwood was really bad. Rated the worst right tackle in the entire NFL according to PFF. Had some bad penalties, gave up some bad sacks. This next game, so again, bad penalties, gave up a sack. It was one of the reasons why Derek Carr fumbled. Now, DC recovered it. Now, again, he's going up against TJ Watt, but even when he wasn't getting matched up against Watt, Leather was getting bullied. Now, maybe it's because he's battling an injury that we don't know about, but if Brandon Parker is looking better than Alex Leatherwood, then guess what? That's a bad sign. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. All right, y'all, so we got a few more Super Chats coming in, and then I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'm going to go enjoy this Raiders win, and hopefully y'all do so as well. Christian J. Rivera, Carr, possible MVP, great stats. I mean, so far, he has to be in the consideration. I mean, you're 2-0. You took down 2 very good teams, and I mean, you got whatever 435 plus 382 is, that's how many passing yards he has. 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, but the pick wasn't on him. That's more on Willie Snead. I mean, you're talking about a guy who's coming up clutch week 1, and then he came up clutch in this game as well, playing through some toughness. All I'm saying is, I told y'all earlier in the year, Derek Carr could be a sleeper MVP candidate, and if the Raiders keep winning games, he's absolutely going to be on track for that. Let's go to Just Kidding. The defense and Derek are looking great this year. Casey Hayward, the best off-season signing. I'm not going to go that far. Hayward does look very good. I'm still going to say unique. Gakwe's been the better offseason signing. Now, he doesn't have a sack yet, but if you're watching the game, he's making a big-time impact on the edge. I mean, teams aren't running near him. They're trying not to, they're trying to go away from him, which I actually think is one of the things that's helping out Max Crosby a little bit. Crosby's looked great again today. I mean, he didn't have any sacks, but again, so many pressures on Ben Roethlisberger. Solomon Thomas had a great game, but I'm going to actually say Gakwe's better, but Casey Hayward has been a phenomenal pickup as well. Let's go to Sergio Macias here. Hashtag Raiders. Coach Cable has a lot of a job to do. The Raiders' O-line needs to improve. Else will hurt us in the long run. I'm with you. I think the offensive line has been bad. I mean, you have to sit here and say, hey, the offensive line has played almost about as bad as you possibly could think. Now, they've been bad in the run. They've actually been halfway decent against the pass. The only person that I think has looked bad against the pass has been Leatherwood. So as soon as Leatherwood left, Brandon Parker was in the game, then that was a lot better, right? But if this team wants to be able to concede or succeed going forward, I'm 100% with you in terms of they need to be able to just get better and better and better. But Tom Cable, maybe he can piece some of this stuff together again like he did last year. But to be 2-0 and to think about how bad the offensive line has played, if you would have told me the offensive line has played as bad as what it has, I'd have been like, all right, this team's 0-2, and they would have gotten blown out the first 2 weeks. Got another super chat coming in here, which I believe is from, actually, no, we already got the Christian. It's all good. Christian, much love to you. What I want you guys to do is go ahead down in the comments, grade the Raiders' performance against the Pittsburgh Steelers, A, B, C, D, or F. I'm going to go ahead and give this team a solid B+ now. Maybe I'm a little bit harder of a grader, but A is great, B is good, C is average, D is bad, F is failing. I actually like my grade of a B because if you can sit here and say that you think the Raiders played a great game, I'm going to say you didn't watch the first half. They had only 3 field goals. They should have at least come away with 1 touchdown. But the fact that they played a good game, they didn't play their best game, and they still were able to win by 9 points on the road on a short week against Pittsburgh, I think that speaks volumes of this team right now. So after week 1, 33-27 win in overtime over the Baltimore Ravens, and then week 2, big-time win up against the Pittsburgh Steelers, 26-17, which means week 3, Miami Dolphins. We'll see if Tua Tagovailoa is going to be playing in this one. I know he ended up getting carted off. If he's unable to go, you're going to be looking at Jacoby Brissett, see if he's able to get a win for Miami. But that's the game I got circled on the calendar. It's going to be a big-time revenge game for the Las Vegas Raiders.